What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Thirsty Thursday, September 25th, 2025. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. We are barreling our way to Seattle this week. Going to take out these Huskies, take them for a walk, and not give them any dog treats afterwards. Anyways, so today is our best bets. Here are my best bets for Week 5. I was 9-7 through Week 4, so just above 500 there. Then last week I took it right in the face and the nuts. A couple double headers. 1-6-1 last week. Thank God for the push, right? That's what she said. So 1-6-1 in Week 5. That brings me to 10-13-1. I hope you're not following my bets because we're both underwater. But let's get it back. We can get this back on track in 1 week. Let's do this. Let's put the kids' college funds up. Let's mortgage the house for the third time. Why not? Screw it. Here we go. So let's get into it. Number 21, USC going east to face number 23, Illinois. Illinois. I love it when people say Illinois. The S is silent, I think, folks. Did you not get that in school? Oh, well. Anyway, right now I got USC favored by 6.5. This is a noon game. This is the big noon on Fox. So USC is going to be playing at 9 a.m. body clock, Pacific time. So I've got the over-under floating around 59.5. I've seen 60, 61. So we're going to go by 59.5 for now. Big Ten teams. I'm going to use this stat about 3 times in this show, so I burn it into your brains. Big Ten teams are 10-19 when traveling 2 time zones or more in conference play. Just over the last 2 seasons since realignment in the Big Ten. So 10-19 just for Big Ten teams. So you got USC. Yes, they're in the Big Ten now, in case you didn't get the memo. Illinois got thumped by Indiana last week. 63-10. Broke their spirit, geez, if they had any. So their confidence and their depth right now is shaky. They've got some injury concerns. But USC seems to be firing. They have their weapons. They likely won't let Illinois hang around. This could get ugly early. And Illinois secondary is banged up. That's not good when you're facing USC. So the matchups on the outside really favor USC. Yes, I know USC doesn't play defense. You don't have to tell me that. But I just don't think Illinois can score with them. It's really about that. So I think, and Bert's team their offense showed no signs of putting up any numbers last week. So I'm going, my best bet, USC minus a 6.5. If you can stay under that 7, that's ideal. Going to the Champagne Room, corn country, all the stuff, all the horse shit smells, cow shit, pig shit, all the shits. So I'm also going to go under the 59.5, whatever number you can get. If it's around 59, go under, because both these teams, especially Illinois, I don't think they can score, period. So USC with the touchdown, under. Next up, we got an SEC game here. Number 4, LSU at number 13, Ole Miss. This one I went back and forth on. I hate both teams, like most of us. So right now I got Ole Miss at 1.5, minus 1.5. So favored at home at the SIP. Come to the SIP. It's a 3:30 on ABC. Both these teams are undefeated. So it's a bit of a measuring stick game, for both of them. LSU wants to rebound and prove they belong near the top of the SEC, but them beating up on Clemson is looking worse and worse every week with every loss by Clemson. So Ole Miss's offense has been dynamic. The defense will be tested, both defenses. LSU's defense has been good, but I think you got to take the home team in this case. I'll take Ole Miss minus the 1.5. I know they're starting a backup quarterback. He looked all right last week, and I'm going to lean the under, especially if this is a sloppy physical game. which it might be. Lane might want to keep this one close. So I'm going Ole Miss and the under there. Next up, you got a game on the cock. Hawkeyes on the cock. Hoosiers on the cock. Number 11 Indiana. They skyrocketed up the polls against unranked Iowa. Right now, the line is 7.5, minus 7.5 Indiana. 3:30 on the cock. So Indiana's offense has been red hot. They just dropped the 63 on the Illini we talked about, all over Bert's face. Iowa's defense has been inconsistent, especially in pass coverage. That's unusual for them, and it's definitely a bad sign. Now, at Kinnick, that anything can happen there. We've seen it. I've experienced it multiple times myself, but I lived there for a few years. I think this Indiana offense is going to overcome everything. Fernando, the quarterback, he looks solid. He's going to be whipping it around the yard if that Iowa defense is not up to snuff. So I'm taking my best bet, Indiana minus 7.5, and I have a first half bet. Indiana minus 4. I think they get up early. And minus 4, hell, we saw what they did to Illinois last week. And I would look at the over if both these teams go high tempo, up tempo. Consider the over there. Next up, number 6 Oregon versus number 3 Penn State. 7:30 on NBC and the cock. Penn State is favored by 3.5 at home. Now, again, here comes my stat of the day. Big Ten teams are 10 and 19 when traveling 2 time zones or more in conference play over the last 2 seasons. So, this is Oregon traveling more than 2 time zones. Doesn't matter which direction. And this will be like a 4:30 afternoon game for their body clocks, so not a big deal. Now, this is a whiteout game with huge stakes. We know Franklin, they've lost the last 14 straight regular season games versus top 10 teams. 14 in a row. Franklin just can't find it. Yeah, the Franklin factor, I call it, which equals choke city. Now you got Oregon's passing strength versus Penn State's, that's fucked up, Penn State's defensive front. This is a huge matchup. You know, can the Oregon O-line give Dinty Moore the time to get the ball out against this tough front of Penn State? You got Penn State has the home field advantage with the crowd, the white shit, all the shit. But Oregon's balanced attack can really pull an upset. And again, with Franklin at the helm for Penn State, how do you go any other direction but to the opponent? I'm going Ducks. They're getting, what are they, plus 3.5? Yeah, take the Ducks all day. It's going to be a close one relatively, probably within 1 score, but give me the Ducks if they're getting points. I'll even go Oregon money line, and I'll go first half Oregon plus 2.5. So I don't believe Penn State has the edge at home. I don't. Again, Franklin lost 14 straight regular seasons games against top 10 teams. No way. Oregon's going to dust them. And then we'll have to hear about how Drew Aller is so awesome. Next up, number 17, Alabama versus number 5, Georgia. This is a huge one. Well, that's not what she said because Alabama kind of sucks. 7:30 p.m. on ABC. Georgia favored by only 2.5. Kind of surprised at that. I've seen 3s out there. So, looking at the angles here, Georgia is a stronger program right now, right? Recruiting, depth, stability, all of those favor the Dogs. Bama and Kalen DeBoer, they're under pressure. They slip up here, people are going to be talking about that buyout for Kalen DeBoer, right? And you know that SEC teams have some of the lowest endowments in the country at Division I schools. Yeah, they don't have a lot of money to give out. Anyway, so this game might be decided in the trenches. some tempo. Obviously, turnovers will decide. I'm going my best bet, Georgia minus 2.5. That's an easy win. And I'm going under the 53. I think they ball control. I don't think that Gunnar Stockton is going to unleash the, bombs over Baghdad or anything. So you may want to consider, I would definitely consider the under. I'm going under the 53. Next up, last one. Your Buckeyes, my Buckeyes, against the Huskies. 3:30 p.m. CBS. Number 1, Ohio State. Have you heard of them? Versus unranked Washington. Somebody should pay attention there. Unranked Washington. The Buckeyes line has come down. I got an 8. I believe I got an 8 at Bet Online. I've also seen 8.5s. I've heard of 7s, 7.5s. I haven't seen that myself. So, again, Big Ten teams are 10-19 when traveling 2 time zones or more in conference play the last 2 seasons. Now, this is the first huge road test for Julian Sand and the Buckeye offense. And the Husky Stadium, it's going to bring the noise. It's going to bite back. So you're going to end up in a silent count probably most of the day. So they've been practicing that. One thing I like is Ryan Day's record off of buys. He's undefeated virtually. And I feel like they've been preparing for this crowd. The crowd might be the bigger opponent than the actual other team here. You know what I'm saying? Washington's offense is dangerous. Yes, we know. Williams, Coleman, Boston. The defense, though, has serious freaking questions. We talked about the injuries yesterday. If you didn't check it, go back and listen to the podcast or check it on YouTube. Yesterday's Ryan Day press conference, and I did a little segment on the Washington injuries on their defense. It's not looking great for them. And they could be starting a true freshman at slot corner. Yikes. So anyways, Buckeyes, again, this team is not ranked. This is not a talent equal game. This is not a Michigan. This is not a Penn State. It's not Georgia, Bama, whatever. So the Buckeyes, I got the Buckeyes easily winning this. I think they get up to 40 points easily. So I go the Buckeyes minus whatever you got. 8, 8.5, 7, 7.5, whatever. And I'm going over 51.5 for sure. Now I got a first half bet here. I want to give you first half Buckeyes by 4.5. You're telling me we only have to be up a touchdown at halftime? 1 touchdown? Fuck yeah. That's hilarious. And I take the over 26.5 for the first half. I think the Buckeyes are probably going to be up 28-0, 28-7 maybe. So that easily hits the over. Buckeyes could hit that by themselves. So, yeah. So those are my best bets for this week. I can run back through them for you real quick. I don't know if you should take my advice, though. 10, 13, and 1. So, USC minus 6.5, under 59.5. Ole Miss minus 1.5. And if you feel like the under, I could listen to that. You could twist my arm into that. Indiana minus 7.5. First half, Indiana minus 4. Penn State and Oregon plus 3.5. Oregon money line and Oregon first half plus 2.5. Alabama, Georgia. I got Georgia minus 2.5, under 53. Watch those assholes will go out and put up 60 each or something. Anyway, then last one, your Buckeyes minus 8.5 or whatever number you got, and over 51.5. Then for the first half, Ohio State minus 4.5 and over the 26.5 total. So that's what I got. Lots of offense out there. I think the Buckeyes are gonna throw this one around unless the weather changes and it's super windy. I see the Buckeyes getting fugly up there in the great Northwest. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your picks. And hit me up anytime, Joe at thebuckeyecast.com. We'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.